Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome one and all to Afterbirth Eden Streak, and we are, look, stay with me here because I'm going to say this and I might regret it. Oh, we've actually started with some decent tears and damage, as well as the box of friends, which isn't rightly useful currently, but you never know. But holy hell, look at Eden. Not only is he effectively blind, because seriously, dude, that's the hairstyle you chose when your eyes are there, you moron, but he does look like he's about to devour your soul, and probably something else that we're not going to talk about it, but forsooth, the Queenie, never milk a king. That sounds so wrong. Oh, God. And I was going to end it with voluptuous queen as well, so really that just describes something we don't need to think about currently. But no, this looks good, which probably means it's going to go awfully wrong, right? Because there's no way that we are allowed to start with a good amount of red health and spectral piercing tears with a decent range and tear rate and okay damage without something going horribly wrong. There's just no way. But, you know, I guess I should be confident, and what I was going to say, what I was going to commit to, is it seems like we might actually reach something like 20 wins in a row on Eden. Now, granted, we gotta work for that, we do, but at the same time, you never know, okay? I'm starting to feel more confident in myself, which is a good thing, because, you know, there's nothing that you can't do with confidence, apart from things that you're physically unable to do, like if you're a massive, talentless, pathetic individual like you, Martin! Everybody laugh at Martin! He tried to lift a car, silly Martin! That's a very weirdly specific secret room, too. I guess you can't really be, like, upset at someone for failing to lift a... Oh, bollocks. Oh, bollocks. Oh, triple bollocks on a bull. It's a mutated frickin'... Wait, what? So my cows have been mutated recently, and they just keep growing more beautiful every day, is what I was going to say. Clearly, everybody knows that. Absolutely everybody. So we've completely missed our item room, which is, of course, sorry, just a farmer complaining to someone. I just don't understand it. I keep checking my cows, and every day they seem to be mutating. I don't really know how to stop it. I've been working hard, toiling my fields, and I just don't know. That's my best farmer voice, okay? It's hard to channel my inner Somerset, but I try my best, though it did sound a little bit Welsh, didn't it? But either way, we're doing okay. We're not even taking damage yet, which I probably shouldn't have said, but still, we're doing kind of fine. Talking of mutation, how many of you guys are scared of... Oh, why is it not dead yet? There we go. How many of you guys are scared of mutation? Which sounds like a really random thing to ask you outside of context, but it's been something I've often wondered. How many of you guys have pets? First of all, let me hear your pet stories, because everybody likes some pet stories. But how many of you have ever wondered... Oh, good times, really. Good times. Where is the item room? Does anybody know? Can I get a map? Something? Just please. How did I miss it? I feel like I've been everywhere. So yeah, mutation. So how many of you have ever thought what would happen if the pet that you currently owned was suddenly made around 10 times larger through some sort of freak accident? Hey, there we go. About frickin' time. Because for me, it would be frickin' disastrous because I'd suddenly have 2 gigantic lizards on the loose that would probably try and eat me because while I'm... Ooh. Oh, that is tempting. I mean, I'm gonna take it because I don't have... a follower to double right now, so it seems sensible, and I guess what we'll do is we'll keep it, and if we start to not get very strong, we stay fairly weak, which I just said the same thing twice, then we'll D4 and hope for something a little bit better. So that seems like the plan here. So what I realized the other day is that, by realized I mean you guys told me, the knowledgeable individuals that you all are, is that his beam doesn't summon spiders, it reanimates the corpses of the dead ones. That's why they stay as part of the fight, and that makes so much more sense to me now, and I get that. See, look, there we go, and he reanimates that corpse. See? Makes sense. Of course, we instantly find a follower to double after giving up the thing, but you know, that's fine. Alright, let us move on. Maybe I should have gone to the shop, actually, with 14 money. That was probably a mistake. But yeah, your pets are suddenly mutated to be giant versions of themselves. How do you fare? Do you trust that your dog will still be happy and obedient? Do you trust that your cat won't suddenly try and hunt you? Do you trust that your spider does not suddenly turn your house into the scene of a horror movie? Because I think these are all real questions that we need to ask. Real talk, though. Who gets a pet tarantula? No offense to any of you that have one, but I kind of want to know why. I mean, in theory, I assume it's the same reason in some sense that I have lizards. I know they're not going to be affectionate towards me because, you know, they're reptiles and they don't really have that capacity. I just think they're cool to look at, and I kind of like being able to go, yeah, check out this lizard I've got on my shoulder. I'm like a pirate with a parrot, but a YouTuber with a lizard. It's not as cool, I'll admit, but still, I have a lizard, okay? Alright, shut up, don't judge me. So I assume you're of the mindset that, look, I've got a freaking giant spider for a pet, get on my level. And on that essence, you know, I can understand it, I really can, but at the same time, can you just kind of have a tarantula chilling on your lap, just kind of doing what it wants? Is that something you can do? Can you take your eyes off it and sort of just play your computer knowing the tarantula is just chilling on your shoulder or your lap or something, like I could with my lizard? That's what I'd like to know. Is it that kind of pet? Or is it strictly a, I'm looking at it while it's in its cage, that's kind of cool? Because spiders spend a lot of time burrowed as well, like hiding away, so surely you don't actually see them that often. See, the soul is pretty good, I'll admit. So what I'm going to do is, boom, hey, I actually kept that, but gained Midas touch. That's surprisingly good. I feel like we might not even need the D4 after all this time. I really do, because we're seemingly getting some very good items. Holy hell. This might just be okay, which I think I deserve, because I have been going through some serious heart attack central when it ow, that really, that hurt, that definitely very much hurt me, but that's okay, because we just have to kill ourselves a pin with piercing tears, which is lovely. I have been going through some serious heart attack central. Oh, I'm sorry, D4, but I think we've had our use for you this run. Actually, I should have probably used it before picking up Brimstone, because now the onion doesn't do anything, but I would have lost the soul, which I think is definitely worth it. So yeah, I'm happy to accept that and move on with our lives. So looking good, guys, looking good. Looks like I won't be having another heart attack this run, which is great, because my doctor is medically prescribing that I stop playing Isaac, because I just can't handle it, okay? It's so intense. Do I want to go in the curse room? This is a big chain of rooms with no... Holy hell, have you ever seen a bigger chain of rooms with no enemies in it? That's quite ridiculous. I don't think I've ever had, what, 5, 6 rooms in a row with not a single enemy in? That seems awesome, and I can see forever. Very useful. We get ourselves an extra key and... a chest, all the bombs in the world, so we're going to use a bomb to get in the item room over, for example, a actual key, and... interesting. So obviously we don't need piercing tears. We definitely don't need that. But the thing is, I'm going to keep the hourglass just so I don't ever accidentally D4 this really good runaway. Because knowing me, that's something I'm going to accidentally doing. I'm going to be there going, the power is all mine. Oh, I fucking press spacebar. I'm going to be banished for this. I just know it. And we end with the poop. Well, that was depressing. Because honestly, while I would rather have the speedball after I see all the options there, the one thing I really don't care about is obviously the frickin' poop. But at the same time, there wasn't anything there that I'm really like, oh no, we could have had that. So it's just a very disappointing flaw in general. And there's not even really anything else we want from this, is there? We've kind of got everything. We'll blow up these just in case, you never know. What are you, ranged? Oh no! My infinite range is slightly less infinite. Whatever will I do? Can I soul them away from me? I can. I kind of like that. Whoop! You kind of missed, spider! And by you kind of missed, I mean I made you miss, but still. Pop up, there we go. The fear not really doing much to him, but at the same time, I mean, he's just dead, isn't he? So, there we have it. The cat whip is fine. The damage is always going to be good, so I am happy with this. So, the answer is... Wait, what? I didn't actually ask the question. So, everybody, let me just tell you the answer before the question, for that is how we philosophize. Definitely how we philosophize. I am very, very suddenly happy to have Brimstone. Well, I mean, I'm always very happy to have Brimstone, but, you know, when fighting Super Envy, Brimstone probably one of the best things that you could have. I mean, I only wish I had, like, a 7-spread homing Brimstone, just to really let Envy know that we don't like his kind round here. I don't actually know what the question that I was going to ask is, so I genuinely don't know why I decided upon the answer. But how are your mutant pets treating you then? That's what we need to focus on. That was the question of the day, because I think I would just be attacked and eaten by my giant lizards, you know? As much as I'm sure they appreciate me as their owner, looking out for them and providing them with food and all sorts of that jazz, I don't think they would hesitate to murder me. So, you know, I've accepted that about them. I don't know, to be fair. One of them is quite lazy. I don't know if they could be bothered even hunting me. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. The one thing I was concerned about is how low our health seems to be right now, and that is obviously amazing. So let's have a little look down here. The Duke of Fly is obviously not that big of a deal. Neither is Monstro, especially a Monstro that's not actually trying to jump on me. So that kind of works out. And there we go. What a pathetically easy boss fight. And we get even more damage up. Hopefully Krampus here. Ooh, not Krampus. Do I take the Dark Bum? Do I take the Dark Bum? See, my worry here is I don't know how much health I'm on. And if I'm on 1 red heart and 1 black heart, and I take the Dark Bum and then die because I went on the spikes, then that's going to be the absolute worst, most embarrassing way to lose a Eden streak. So I'm actually just going to leave it. And the reason as well that supports my decision to do that, I think, is because with the Satanic Bible, I actually don't think we're going to have any issues with health whatsoever. So I don't really need to worry too much about getting Dark Bum there. Yes, I know there is an essence of coward going on, which would be a really weird alchemical concoction. So I have managed to brew pure essence of coward. If you get someone to imbue this tonic, they will be overwhelmed with spine-bending cravenness until, oh, come on, until they can simply not stand before you out of sheer, pure, carnal terror. Let's buy the Spirit Heart. See, now I really wish that I'd taken it, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Let us roll on. You know what, guys? Look, we are on the 4th floor in the amount of time we were still on the 2nd floor in our heart attack run last week. So, really, I mean, I am just all smiles today because life is good. I'm assuming you've gone Devil Deal. Yes, you have. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe it wasn't. But at the same time, at least I am leaving good gaps in my words. Which probably is actually incredibly annoying, but haha, you gotta deal with it. I do love that both those dingle dangles went, oh god, we have a blood laser spewing, terrifying, evil individual in front of us. We need to run. We need to run so far and fast. Quick, turn around and leave. And then they both tried to charge as hard as they could into the spikes next to them. which is just really quite amusing for me to see. A part of me wanted to deliberately miss with the brimstone and watch them just kill themselves, but at the same time, that's probably quite sadistic. We're going to go over here as well, just in case we end up with a key, and no, not even slightly a key. That's actually very disappointing. What even does the black feather do? I'm not even 100% sure. I mean, black feathers are cool, don't get me wrong. You know, birds that have black feathers tend to be pretty neat birds. In fact, magpies are very intelligent animals, you know, relative to them being magpies, which I feel like is something we shouldn't say, because it's not really humans that are smart. Well, no, sorry, that's exactly the wrong way that I was saying it. It's not that animals are stupid, like, at all. In fact, a lot of animals are relatively very intelligent. It's just that humans somehow have managed to get so far above the curve of intelligence. I say somehow, I know the biology of it, but we've managed to get so far ahead of the curve that every other species of animal on the planet just seems, even at best, young toddler level if we look at some of the more intelligent primates, which is kind of ridiculous to think about it. The idea that one species above all others would evolve in such a way that brains make them what they are. You'd think there'd be another animal on the planet that would value such traits, but there just really isn't. But yeah, it's not fair to say that animals are dumb. It really isn't. Animals are average intelligence with varying degrees of above and below that average. It's just humans are so massively above that average that we just end up outclassing them. But I think it's always important to retain that frame of reference, that it's not animals that are stupid, it's us that are especially smart. I mean, I don't know whether that changes anything or, you know, alters your perception, but I think it's something that's always neat to think about. Alright, we can finally go get our item room, and while we are Curse of the Blind, I don't think there's much that we can get with Brimstone that would horrendously screw us over, you know. I think for the most part this will probably go okay. Hopefully. I mean, I'm hoping for quad shot or spoonbender, you know, something that really makes Brimstone incredible. And we got concussive tears, which isn't actually awful, alright? Our tears are going to be freezing people and making them terrified, which is kind of a nice little combination. Either, I mean, that was deliberate because I wanted to assert to the boss that I don't need that health, you're crazy! I got all the health in the world! Fuck you, you think I need this? I don't need this! And now Monstro 2 is going to be absolutely terrified. See, look, he's already running away from me. That was a little bit scary, I will admit, but we got there in the end. Hey! Oh, look, he's running away from me again. Poor little Monstro 2. That is so sad. And then he's brimstoning the wall as a sign of peace, and I took that sign and I murdered him. Alright, so we got ourselves the screw, which is obviously very good, because the faster we can charge this brimstone, the better. And I am happy to move on. We're doing very well. There's a chance that we'll make it to the boss rush. Not that I think we've got a good chance of beating it with just a single brick. Oh, come on. Why? Why, game? I mean, seriously, Curse of the Blind may as well be called Curse of the Anti-Fun. I know you enjoy playing Isaac for all of those wacky items, but you know what might be great? If for one floor only, and by one floor only, I mean for 2 floors, you can't actually see any of them. Ha! Ha 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 ha. Now, I don't know who this person is that's just laughing in the background. Presumably Edmund. But damn him. Small rock at least is good. More damage we can get, obviously, the better. In fact, we've nearly got a max damage brimstone, which really is wonderful. And poison bombs is fine, too. So, honestly, I can't complain. It just really sucks that I don't get to see what items I'm picking up. So, I have to kind of take a risk. Because if I get something like soy milk, then effectively I am just, that's it now, because a soy milk brimstone is one of the worst things in the world. Like, I genuinely couldn't think of a worse synergy with brimstone, because yeah, you can fire it constantly, but that doesn't matter, it's gonna tickle people, and while we could technically still complete the run, don't get me wrong, it would just be the most experiences ever. Oh, you're going to charge at me? You're going to keep being concussed. Oh, I see how it is. You're going to just keep... Did he just straight up go over the spikes because he was, like, feared or concussed there? Is that something that can happen? Because I never... I should have realized that. I I definitely should have realized that. That was my own fault, and I'm very lucky to have the Satanic Bible, because otherwise I would be very hurt right now. Boom! Hey, Gerald! Alright, that was a nice blind surprise, I will admit. Always good to see little old Gerald show up and say hi. So, welcome, Gerald. Welcome and welcome. Though you will probably be getting a lot of pain headed your way, I will admit. It's still alright. Let's go to the shop, because at this point we may as well buy everything, because we have ourselves the final shop, and that was very depressing. I don't know why I needed a song for you to know how depressing the final shop was, but I hope you enjoyed my performance. And this actually seems the correct way to the boss, which is good, because that means that the compass was trying to trick me. How dare it! How very dare it! I am going to fight that compass. Yeah, that's right. Me and the compass, we're going to get in a fight. And you guys better watch this fight, because it is going to be an incredible fight. I am definitely going to find a way to win, because I'm going to use the compass's greatest strength against it. Because, like, the compass knows where it's going, because it's a compass, and I'm going to use it to find a way. And I know that it's just one of the funniest things you've ever seen. I know you're barely there containing your laughter. I know you're sat there going, which is obviously the universal sign for barely containing laughter. I know. Alright, this should be a very, very easy mum fight. We have Brimstone to just power through everything. In fact, Gerald with Brimstone is very good, because I don't have to be anywhere near Gerald to help him and beam down his aggressors, which means that we have a very safe time just slowly killing everything, which is, of course, very, very nice. Alright, hopefully we do get to spend, only one Whore of Babylon as well. Okay, we definitely need ourselves a second devil deal now, but obviously, as I can't even see what they are, I think we can confidently say it's probably not worth the fight. I do apologize for occasionally going completely silent. I am struggling right now with some serious hay fever, because that makes sense in fucking April. But that's fine, you know. I'm not salty about the whole thing. I'm just it's funny. Like, it's just a prank, bro. The universe is just like, oh, you know what we're like, you know, it's fine. I just really hope that we do end up getting ourselves a devil deal, because really, it doesn't matter what devil deal, anything I will take just to spend this last red heart, because we're going to have 12 invincible Polaroid defenses, and that is great. That sounds so much cooler than it actually is. Engage 12 invincible Polaroid defenses. I'm going to sun this up just because we have algaes, and we're going to be keeping that for the duration of the run until we find ourselves really needing it, so there's no real need for me to have anything else. Well, you're going in completely the wrong direction, Chubb, but I guess the main thing is that you tried. He at least tried to eat Gerald! That bastard! How ruddy dare you? Yeah, I said ruddy. I am so filled with fury that I replaced the first letter of an already established word. Yeah, you better be scared. You better be fucking terrified, for I am Ruddy Man! Which is just basically a superhero who's based on replacing the first letters of words. Tan, Boo, Kia, T. That was So Can You Hear Me, but actually, as it turns out, it just makes Mr. Replace Word Man sound like a flaming idiot. And he probably will be a flaming idiot, as his enemies will probably take great satisfaction in setting him on fire. So, as it stands, probably not the best superhero I've come up with during an Isaac session, but, you know, ironically, or indeed worryingly, not the worst. Anything in there? No, just some spiders, that's fine. Some more bombs that we really need. Now, I know we have found the secret room. What the hell happened to him? Are you okay? I'm not going crazy, right? He just completely threw himself across the room in a seemingly completely random manner. Like, I don't know why he's in somebody's fancy house, just chosen randomly, but, you know, he's being a criminal. That is breaking and entering, because a random manner, like, like the name for the house, like the mat, like, come on! And this was the day that Rage found that he had no jokes left and would never make anyone laugh again. It broke him mentally, and he went into hiding until one day he was contacted by the Master of Funny, where he followed the Master high upon the mountains, where he learned the way of punology and general misdirection until he was ready to return to the JoJo of YouTube and do glorious battle against the wits of those that would watch him. And he returned thusly and immediately forgot all of his lessons and went back to making jokes about houses that are really, really not funny. That is his story. Ooh, well, we obviously want flight, but do we want a dagger? I think we want a dagger, because we're going to get enough health that it doesn't really matter that much. So, yeah, I am cool with that, especially as we do have Algiz for a free Isaac or Blue Baby fight. Not that they're actually the best ones to use it on, in my opinion, but still, it's at least something for us. And obviously, having flight is a very, very big deal. Are you just going to keep doing this? Okay, feared worms are really, really annoying. Now, I never thought I'd have to say this in my life, but worms that are scared are just really irritating. That room was fantastic to deal with. Well, at least champions technically are less of a threat in the womb, because everything deals 1 heart anyway, so I don't really have to worry about it. Careful. Very, very careful. What are you? The sun! Isn't that convenient that we keep getting away? I knew this was the correct direction. This time, I am going to go to the secret room just in case of a battery or anything, because we're no longer on maximum over health. And we do have Mr. Mega Poison Bombs, which is quite cool. Saying that, I still managed to miss the entrance of the secret room, so that is really quite special on my part, but still, I got this, you know, I got this. I'm not actually sure what we would want from a further devil deal. I guess something like the Pack to the Mark, maybe something that doesn't completely butcher our health, but still gives us a fair upgrade is kind of what I would want at this stage, because there's not really anything else that's that useful. It's not like I can get any major synergy. Yeah, I could get Mum's Knife, which is a pretty neat synergy with Brimstone, but honestly, I think Mum's Knife Brimstone is actually just a downgrade from Brimstone. Oh, no, wait. It's gonna be a health up, so I actually think it would be a negative if I chose that, so I'm going to Am I blind again? I just frickin' realized every time. Yes, I could take it in case I get a devil deal, but I just had one, so I'm of the opinion that I'm not going to be offered a second one, so yeah. Ooh, that has gotta hurt. They are forcefully rolling themselves against spikes. Like, that is an issue. It really, really is. And you're going to summon another one? No, you're not. I'll admit, I got genuinely really, really, really confused by that. But at least we got to use the sacrificial dagger to kill your ass. And yeah, we didn't get the devil deal, so I am completely cool with that. Well then, onwards and away. Hopefully the chest does do well for us, because I am a little bit concerned right now. Like, genuinely, I really am, and that does worry me. I guess we'll do this, just because it's probably going to be fairly easy to deal with, and there's a chance that we end up with something pretty damn nice from it. Hey, a spirit heart. 2 spirit hearts, in fact. Well, colour me sideways and call me Rodney. That is what I like to see. I should say, as a side note, don't actually call me Rodney. That will really, really annoy me, which actually means you're probably all going to really call me Rodney now, so I probably shouldn't have pointed that out, but, you know, that's a typical Rodney move. And we get yet another spirit heart. How convenient is that, on top of a satanic Bible charge? That is what I like to see. I don't know why I'm still picking up all of this bombage, but I guess you never know when we might need to, for some reason, bomb something to death. Though I guess I could be bomb skipping at this point, but at the same time, do I really need to? Because I'm not inherently sure that I do. But either way, Daddy Longlegs is dead. I kind of like that. I didn't know I could do that with my voice, but I've learnt a new skill this day, and it is a skill of legends. That one actually doesn't make sense, because it would have preferred to be which just sounds stupid when you're saying it, so I guess in theory all I've done is completely messed everything up, and we do have infinite bombs, which is nice, though I do wonder where Eden is keeping all these bombs on his person. Like, that is genuinely a concern of mine. I often think about Eden fitting hundreds of bombs in on things. That's fine. Sometimes I should learn to not say what I'm thinking out loud, because occasionally, and you know, very occasionally, I tend to embarrass myself. Let's grab an extra black heart. Oh, God. It's a shame we don't have Serpent's Kiss. That would make this really ridiculous, but... Yay, Abel! If only we had the box of friends, then we could really make use of such an incredible item find, but as it stands right now, we're going to have to accept just not having 2 Abels, and I don't know if I can ever get over that. Alright, Isaac, how are you doing? Hopefully pretty good. Got a little bit of a stabbing in there, which is definitely very, very nice, because basically what you can do... Oh, the baby hurt me, but with the sacrificial dagger, you can just walk around Isaac in circles and just slowly kill him, and it's really quite amusing. I got a little bit too close there. I swear Isaac does have like a suction field around him, because I always seem to just walk into him, and whether it's just because I'm bad or because he's a vacuum cleaner, I just don't know. Alright, to the chest we go. Hopefully we get a nice little boost. Granted, we don't need much, but, you know, I'm hoping for it. And Libra, no. Well, that is just disappointing. I mean, obviously, we'll get Sissy Longlegs, you know, adorableness. We'll get Leo just for the majestic mane, but outside of that, no. If I get Libra, I will... Oh, this is going to be a room and a half. See, if I get Libra, we'll end up doing really, really weak Brimstone Blasts, and that would suck really hard. It's almost as bad as getting Soy Milk. Granted, if I got Soy Milk and then Libra, then we'd be hitting like absolute kings, but just one or the other is one of the worst things that I could do to my Brimstone, because we are still very nearly at max damage Brimstone. It's weird that we've not found any more damage ups since getting to that stage, actually. I think the boss might be left. Oh no. Okay, we might get straight to Blue Baby, in which case it is done, done, and the Eden streak doth continue in glorious fashion. Hey, Wrath, how are you doing? You're a little bit dead is in fact how you're doing, and item-wise, Popala-Dopalex, which I don't think affects Brimstone, so that's kind of irrelevant, but still, oh, the wrong direction. How could I fail to realize this? Well, Lust is gone. I do like that Lust didn't even go for Gerald. Sorry, Lust, you'll have better luck next time. Hey, all the female punching bags love you, Gerald. You don't need to be upset, okay? I'm sure she just didn't notice you. Hey, we'll take the Guillotine. Guillotine's absolutely fine, and now our damage does indeed reach the maximum, and really, while it's not great with Brimstone, because you have to keep readjusting where you're firing, it's not like it's really a deal breaker now, is it? And, yay! I was like, if I take that battery and use it fast enough, I'll still get the charge for this room, and I was indeed correct in that assumption. So yeah, that damage is really nice, because every little bit of damage really significantly affects Brimstone, obviously, because it's loads of rapid ticks of damage, so it's like really magnified when you get to have that raised, and we are finding a lot of chests here, which is lovely. I don't know what I was expecting. I would have been absolutely shocked if that had actually led us to Blue Baby, but it is okay, for there is not much left that can stand in our way. We'd have to get an absolutely nuts room, like 5 Forsakens or something stupid, but even then, I don't think 5 Forsakens would actually take us, so really, we're just fine. I don't actually think it's physically possible for me to lose at this point, so all is well with the world. All is well. And Gertie shouldn't really be able to do anything. That fly might hurt me. Oh no, it didn't get to me, so that's okay. And one more black heart. Hey, look, we've nearly got a really nice little pattern. We need 2 more black hearts and 1 more blue, and we've got a black heart sandwich, which is really nice. Though, as we established, that would be a blue raspberry bread with a black licorice filling, which would just be really disgusting, actually. So I take that back. I really don't want to be anywhere near this sandwich. I'm just so scared of sandwiches. I've got sandwich phobia. How do I deal? How do I deal? I did. You mean we could have skipped 2 rooms and got to Blue Baby quicker? Well, I never. Alright, Blue Baby, you are so very dead. It actually is kind of unfair, honestly. You don't even really get a chance to fight back. Yeah, I'm just so sorry. And by sorry, I mean, haha! Like if you enjoyed this, guys. Subscribe for more. The Eden streak continues. My name has been Rage. Goodbye.